Test, test.
Lots to see and hear, so we're going to be right at 7:15. Tonight, there's also please note this College of Governors reception is an invite-only deal. That's going to be for the DG string and the PDGs. It's not a sort of a everybody in sort of deal. It's an invite only. So I think if you show up there without invitation, we've got large angry men that'll talk you out of going in. So you probably don't want any part of that. So as usual, we got to get things started with some door prizes. So we're going to call Joel Gentry up here to get some stuff away. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Get that other gift for me. Yeah. Oh, you're getting that? Oh my goodness, I got so many things. Okay, those of you that are coming in late, if you want your name called out, make sure the Sergeant at Arms has your ticket. You're getting them for me? Okay. So you want me to ad-lib a little bit longer so they can get their name in the drawing? Okay, all right. Nobody else wants it. Look at this. They're late. They're out of luck. I can forget it. They're out of this thing. How did y'all sleep last night? Is it a wonderful hotel? I didn't sleep real well. With your eyes closed? That's a start. I didn't sleep real well last night. Is anyone else in the old part of the hotel like we are? Isn't that great? Did the person who took you up on the lift stop and tell you the stories, the ghost story about the lady from the, yeah, so she's in room 545, fell to her death down to the palm room. It's real. Well, so he goes, what room are you in? I'm at 545. I'm like, can we get another room, please? So, is anybody getting flashbacks to The Shining up in that old part of the hotel? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Did anybody else see the twins that I saw last night? It was creepy up there. No, I slept great. I really did. It was wonderful. But what a great hotel. But I did have little flashbacks to The Shining. What you got there, baby? First name. First name. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Hold on. I have this special gift right here. And you need to know, as I understand it, all these flamingos come with a name. And this one has a name of Francis Hamer. Anybody know Francis Hamer? Historian. This was the officer that took down Bonnie and Clyde. So this is the top dog right here. This is the one that makes it happen. So this shuts down all the trouble. So this came from Jackie Betts from the Ashboro Club. Isn't that great? And the winner is Tommy Rosser. My gosh. She looks at me, she goes, I think that's supposed to be for the district governor. Yeah, I got that. Thank you. You're sweet. You're taking care of me, baby. All right. Congratulations, Tommy. How appropriate to pull that name. Unbelievable. Luck. What luck. Wait a minute. I've already got a name. You gave me one. I was making that up. All right. Now, for those of you that need some encouragement, here's 3 Chicken Soup for the Soul books signed by our incoming president, Carol Andrews, who has entries in all these books. So that goes to, somebody gets some good reading in, something encouraging for a change, Kate Tumala. Did I say that right? Kate, congratulations. Here you go. Take those books to her. All right. All right, next one. And thank you for we've got not only gifts from this year, we've got gifts from last year that have been added to this year, so we got lots of stuff to give away. The only other thing I asked if you've won before we do the Rotary Spirit, is it fair to all concerned? You've won before, so anyway, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And they're all sitting out here saying, I don't give a flip about that right now. I want to win. From the Rotary Club of Reedsville, some local items from Reedsville and Rockingham County, a huge basket here. And the winner, did you give me a name? No, I still got Kate's up here. She hadn't won twice. I'm going to call one name at a time. All right, here we go. Boy, this house is they're going to have trouble getting all the stuff back in their car. Karen Morris. Look at here. All right. Make sure I didn't miss a name. All right. You got one name at a time. All right. I got another one here. Okay. Next gift is this one right here. There's two of them. Okay. Here is a $50 Lowe's card from the E-Club of Global Trekkers and from the Gate City Club, a goodie bag. Here's the $50 before I stick that in my pocket. And the winner is Brian Coghill. Where's Brian? Congratulations, Brian. How was the tea party last night back there, Bob? Was it good last night? Oh, yeah. Okay, next one. Oh, my gosh. No, I'm not picking that up. From the Ashburn Club, it's a piece of pottery. I'm not going to touch that. Got the hands of a dentist. Hey, you pulled the name for this, honey. Sorry. Charles Allen. Charles Allen. All right. Next. Next is a gift card, Amazon gift card from the Thomasville Rotary Club. I will take this since I've got an outstanding balance there. Glenda Rosser. Glenda! No? I pulled your name. Oh. She's, okay, I'll hold it for the grand prize. No, sorry, Walt, you already won. You're a dentist, you got enough already. Kathy Harpster. Hey! Aren't you happy for her, Walt? See? Here you go, honey. There you go. All right. Next one. This is from the Rotary Club of Carthage, some red pottery bowl, a red pottery bowl, and from the Gate City, another goodie bag. Now look at you holding that real tight. Carol Hughes. Where's Carol? There she is. Take it back here, our incoming president. Right back there. Congratulations, Carol. Lucky you. You give and you shall receive, right? She's given gifts this morning. Now she gets one back. Is that it? Jeff, is that all? For this time. Okay, I've got 2 more sessions. So we got lots of prizes back here. So we will be back for more later. Looking forward to the meeting today. You want this, Tom?
Yes, I believe I need that, Joel. Thank you. Oh, boy. Doesn't he do a great job with this? I tell you, him and his wife do such a great job in doing this. Good morning. How is everyone? We're great, aren't we? We're back together. But you know, I think yesterday was such a great day. Wasn't it a great day? I mean, it was a great press. If you missed the presentation yesterday, thanks to these 2 guys back here doing AV, they've recorded it. So we're going to get to see our conference on the website sometime after the conference is over with, so you can hear Rebecca again. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Claudia. That is true. Yes. Good. If you were not touched by that yesterday, and as Joel got up here and said, that's why I'm Rotarian. That's why we're Rotarians. It's the difference we make. And that one life, how many lives she touched because she was an ambassador scholar. And we sponsored her from the Gates, I think it's Gate City Club, but from our area in Greensboro. So just thank you so much for that. And thanks everybody. And everybody have a good time last night. Oh, wow. It's just a great place to be. And I hope you have a great time today on your excursions. If you're going on the Spirit of Asheville, just make sure you're able to walk into the banquet room tonight, please, okay? That's the only thing I ask. So it's a lot of spirits out there. So we'll have a good time tonight. You don't want to miss tonight. Tonight's very special. So we want to be able to do that. Right now, I just want to take just a few seconds here. And I want to be able to introduce, first of all, I would like to introduce my district leaders. Anybody that was in a district leader position, you know, we had such a very unique, I'm not going to say unusual because it was unusual, but a unique opportunity this year to serve in the COVID environment, the pandemic. And I'm so proud of my leaders, and I've just got to recognize, if you were a district leader this year, please stand and let's give them a hand. Anybody in the district position? Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, thank you. We have so proud of them. And I'm just going to ask again, is there anybody that's, any AGs, please stand up. That didn't stand up then, just you stand up again. Come on. Give it up for them. Now, any of us in leadership knows that it comes down to the club level. And these club presidents fought hard this year. And I'm proud of every one of you. And I'd like for every club president to please stand and let's give them an applause. I've said it once and I'll say it again. How appropriate is our theme this year with Rotary Opens Opportunities. Rotary, what happened this year, we grabbed it by the neck and this COVID thing, and we have learned how to do Rotary in another way. We're doing a hybrid conference right now. This should be an example to all of you that it's not hard to do a hybrid meeting. You can't get everybody in a meeting place. Do a hybrid. Be creative. And I think that's one thing that we've done this year, and it's just so appropriate. These doors have opened up for us to do Rotary in a different way. And we have to change Rotary. As Charles talked about yesterday. We have got to change Rotary. Now, what I want to do right now is anybody that is within the last year been a Rotarian. I tell you, let's go to the last 2 years. We didn't get to recognize them last year. We didn't have a conference. So last 2 years, if you're a Rotarian, you joined Rotary in the last 2 years, please stand. I know we got some, so don't be bashful. Give them a hand. Welcome to the Rotary family, and we are family. And I am so proud of this next one. I want to recognize we have 48 first-time attendees to a conference. I would like everybody, is this your first district conference to 7690? Please stand. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you for being here. Normally we have probably 300, 350 people, but this year we're limited because of the conditions. But thank you for being here and look forward to seeing you again next year at the conference. So thank you all for being here. And now it's my privilege and my honor to be able to introduce somebody that's very dear to me. And David and I started our journey 2.5 years ago to be district governors. And we met, and we had to come up with a mascot. We felt like we did. In Zone 33 and 34, and at that time, Barry Rassin was going to be the RI president. So I think it was Zone 34, Florida said, you know, let's pick out something. They came up with the flamingo. So we came up with flamingos. That's where flamingos came from, was my classmates. And we've stuck with that because, I talked about it yesterday. Flamingos, they flock together and they stay together. This is the thing about us. We have stayed together, and that's the thing about our classmates in our district is we've come together as flamingos. So we've had a lot of good fun with the flamingos. But David Watcher and his wife, Deborah, have become dear friends of ours, and you make a lot of friends in Rotary. You really do. David is from District 7670. That's where you're at right now. David's home club is Lenore. By trade, he's a general contractor. But David is a fantastic person. Him and his wife, Deborah, we love him, and we just appreciate him. And I thank him for coming down today to welcome us to his area. So please stand and give a good welcome from 7690 to David Watcher, 7670. Thank you, buddy. Here you go. You take your mask off.
Thanks, y'all. Yes, I am from here. I guess I just revealed that. Some of y'all probably didn't even notice I've said y'all 3 times. It's a pleasure to be with you, and I welcome you to District 7670. District 7670 is a magical place, and I hope that you enjoy your stay here, and I hope this isn't your first time, but if it is, and even if it isn't, I hope you come back again. There's a lot to see here. There's a lot to do. And yes, Asheville is a beer city, and I think y'all will probably figure that out. But there's a lot more to District 7670 than beer. And we have also moonshine. And but it's a place, and that's just a joke. We got a lot more than alcohol, y'all. So, but this is just a magical place, and it's filled with interesting people. It's filled with history, with heritage, places to see. I hope you have a chance to see a lot of this. And when you walk around the halls of the Grove Park, this is a place that you would want to see in District 7670. You're here in a very historical place. But when you walk the halls here, you've got all these photos of all these people. Take a little time and read those. They're pretty interesting. There's a lot of really amazing people that have come up here. The people in these mountains have always been fiercely independent. I see it all the time as governor. Sometimes they're not so good at following the rules. They have their own way of doing things. But they're capable of taking care of themselves. They know, on the other side of that coin, that it's the solidarity of their community that gets them above survival and into thriving as a people. And that's why Asheville and the surrounding areas have done so well, because of the community we have here. Now this year, Rotary has been about opening opportunities. It's also been about survival during a global pandemic. And in order for us to thrive, we're going to have to come together and help each other to get past this. We got to help our friends and our neighbors, and we got to help people that we may never even know. That's how we're going to recover from this lows of 2020 into the more opportune 2021. I'm excited about that. I'm really happy that we're moving past this pandemic. I've had about enough of it. Something that Americans are good at, I'm going a little broader here, is that we help each other in difficult times. And lately, we've allowed some silly arguments, our differences on social media, who posted this or that, or what news station you watch. We allowed those kinds of silly things to divide us. And we might feel different at times. But in the biggest ways, we're very similar. In fact, we're all the same. And those are the big ways. And in Rotary, what unites us is service. We all serve, we all have a heart for service, and we like to serve. Now, we've gone through one of the most uncertain times that most of us can never remember. And most everybody in this room is lucky enough to have made it through because you have plenty of resources available to you. And those resources give us opportunities. Now, in Rotary, we acknowledge that not everybody has those resources. And consequently, we feel in our hearts a need to serve. We serve people who need more opportunities. We provide meals, school supplies, coats, blankets, volunteer labor, all sorts of things, because we recognize that simple acts transform lives. We're stronger together. Now, sometimes people that we serve, they can open opportunities for us. They show us how we can be better people. They show us new ways of thinking. They can even show us how to open our hearts and our minds and realize the greatest opportunity of all. In my book, that's friendship, because our friends open opportunities. Now, there's a picture, was a picture up here of me, now it's a video, but there was a picture of me you saw. I want to tell you a story about that picture. I think he's going to put it back up there. District 7670 has a long relationship. We're friends with District 3810 in Manila, Philippines. And we've done a lot of work over there. And one of the things we've done is wheelchair projects. And I had the opportunity to go over there on a wheelchair distribution. And I saw this gentleman at our very first distribution point. I saw this gentleman sitting off to the side. And he was very quiet and kept to himself. And I was drawn to him. You know, sometimes when you're serving, you're just drawn to certain people. You want to make friends. I was drawn to him. I watched him. And then when they finally got him and put him in his chair, something in my heart moved me. I said, I can't take it any longer. I've got to go over and say something to this gentleman, because there was something there. So I walked over to him and I said, congratulations. You know, it's a big deal, folks. When you provide mobility to somebody who has not had mobility, that's a big deal. And so I reached out my hand and I shook his hand. And he began to cry. And I thought, oh my God, I hurt this guy. Now I've hurt his hand. You know, I squeezed too hard. And I thought, what a hee-haw, you know. And so I leaned over to him and I said, sir, did I hurt you? And he said, no, you make me happy. Oh my God, and then I started crying. And so we cried together. And then we got all the tears wiped off. And they took our picture. And that was my Rotary moment. And I got a picture of it. Isn't that cool, Phil? I got my picture of my Rotary moment. That's the kind of opportunities that can be opened in Rotary. And that's the sort of thing that my friends in District 7670 know about. And I'm glad that you're here today with us in our district. I got a lot of friends in your district. I see a lot of familiar faces out there. And I'm really glad to see you guys. It's nice to be together again. In closing, one of our interesting people that have lived nearby in Montreat, right down the road. You passed it on your way here. Was Reverend Billy Graham. Now, you know, Reverend Billy Graham, regardless of your religion, his words were capable of drawing people really in a special way. I mean, he could draw some enormous crowds. And some of them even sat closer than you guys are. I mean, you know, I know y'all are afraid I was going to make you come down, but the Reverend Billy Graham said, and I think this is very pertinent to Rotary. He said, "Do all the good that you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, as long as ever you can." And sometimes the simplest thing said can inspire the greatest in all of us. Welcome to District 7670, where together with District 7690, we are opening opportunities. Y'all have a wonderful conference.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. You know, David, just wanted to bring up a fact here, and I don't know, I may have to get Jim to help me out here. Everywhere we have a conference, we always try to leave it in better shape than we came, okay? But you got a great place here. But there's always a need for food. Now, we have picked, you recommended Manna, the food place here. And I just want to just to let you know that as of yesterday, Jim, correct me if I'm wrong, yesterday, I think the guy had to come back and pick up another 3 barrels yesterday. And I think he said we've hit over 3,000 meals so far with food coming in. So so thank you for that. And it's just a great opportunity to be able to help out in the community. And we've always been food-oriented as far as helping people as homeless or whatever, but with food. So thank you, David, for coming. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming and welcoming us here. Now we come to a part that David may not remember or not, but one of the things I asked everybody to do this year, I wanted to honor heroes. You know, heroes were the doctors, the nurses, the EMTs, the police, the fire, the military, whoever was out on the front line of this COVID. We wanted to honor that. So as right now, I think we've got it queued up, haven't we, Dave? We get it? We're good? Okay. We got a video of the projects you did. I am so proud of all the projects that you did this year. And it was just, I mean, it brings tears to your eye to think about the way we honored our heroes. So here is our heroes video.
one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if the search within you stays, and the emptiness you bear will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. Dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tear them away. Just hold. There will be tomorrow, and in time you'll find the way. With the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you see the truth that a hero lies in you.
Yeah, give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand, and I'm just so proud of that. And I do want to thank one person that helped get this really going, helped me with the idea, and Lloyd Navarro. Lloyd, you here? Lloyd, stand. Lloyd is a 26-year veteran, military, and when I had this idea, he says, we can do this, and we did. So thank you for that. I'm just so touched, and that drone on there, that was neat. I like to see that, but I think one of the most unique ones was they had the portable sanitizer that they gave a police department, and so you did some great ideas, and we had some fun with it. It was great. So right now we have some more AG reports, so sit back and let's enjoy hearing about what was going on in some of the areas right now.
Well, howdy, District 7690. I hope you're having a wonderful district conference as we are. Welcome from Area 9. Area 9, encompassing all of Moore County, is the home of horses, golf courses, and of course, many beer choices. Under the capable leadership of our Assistant District Governor, Kathy Harpster, we've had a great year in spite of the pandemic. It's been quite a year, filled with such fear, yet Rotarians strong continued along, opening opportunities in our communities. We'll start by looking at the Carthage Rotary Club under the leadership of President Sam Bradley. Carthage developed a district grant to support the local Carthage food pantry. They assisted this the food pantry by stocking shelves, by loading boxes for distribution to needy families, and by actively participating in other ways through the food pantry. A year ago, the Carthage Club spawned the Satellite Club of Northern Moore. This year, the Northern Moore Satellite Club, under the chairmanship of Jessica Coltrane, has risen to new heights. They, along with two other clubs in the area, participated in a dictionary project providing dictionaries to every third grader in Moore County. Through a grant, they were also able to provide supplies during the COVID crisis for schools in their area, in spite of the difficulty of finding those supplies last fall. In addition, they provided 5 scholarships to seniors at Northmore High School, participated in ribbon cuttings to support their members, and also were involved in revamping a playground to support their community. In addition, they sponsored a Citizen of the Year award. They're in the process of chartering an Interact Club at Northmore High School, and they completed their fundraiser by providing a hot chocolate stand at a parade through Robbins in the fall. Down in Pinehurst, the club, under the leadership of Brad Dawson, has continued to provide its signature district project called Happy Feet, where they provide shoes for underprivileged children, so they'll have new shoes to go to school in. They also participated in the Hero Project by providing meals for the Pinehurst Police Department. And the Pinehurst Club is also involved in Adopt a Highway program. The Sandhills Rotary Club, under the leadership of Robin Calcutt, has had a particularly busy year. They, along with Southern Pines and Northern Moore, participated in the Dictionary Project. They also perform Adopt a Highway and completed their annual fundraiser, which is their annual holiday wreath and tree fundraiser. You'll note in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, past District Governor Lloyd Navarro with a double arm full of wreaths. How could anybody resist purchasing a wreath from this guy? An interesting new project for the Sandhills Club this year was working with Union Pines High School to enable them to have a virtual performance and at the holiday season. You'll note from the picture members of the Sandhills Club attending this virtual performance. It was made possible by working through the club. The Southern Pines Club has had a very busy year under the leadership of Bob Boone, its president. You can see what Bob looked like last year when the year started and what he looks like now. In spite of the additional facial hair, you'll also notice he's a little bit grayer than he was last summer. When the pandemic hit, Southern Pines pivoted immediately to virtual meetings, not missing any of our regular weekly meetings. Later, Rotary International put out the top 10 reasons to embrace online meetings, which we've listed here because it had flamingos and as a nod to our district governor, Tommy. Also a picture there from our first hybrid meeting when Tommy held our district governor meeting with our club last fall. Southern Pines has long been a supporter of Meals on Wheels, but during the pandemic, we provided service every week to Meals on Wheels, delivering meals on our route. Southern Pines also participates in Adopt a Highway with one major difference. We have donuts. One of our members provides donuts for our Rotary members as well as the interactors who assist us in the Adopt a Highway program. Southern Pines almost always does a Habitat for Humanity project, a Bill Day in the fall. This year we've scheduled a second Bill Day in May, and we're looking forward to helping another family get into a home. Southern Pines was also involved in the food bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina, seen here packing boxes to be delivered to seniors so that those folks will be able to have food. Southern Pines is the host club for the Dictionary Project, ordering all the dictionaries, placing the book plates, boxing and unboxing dictionaries, and distributing them to the various clubs for distribution to the schools. Southern Pines also provides scholarships, one of which is seen here as our named C. Michael Haney Memorial Scholarship. And we also participated in this Hero Project where we provided smoke detectors to the Southern Pines Fire Department, who will install them in fire-prone areas of Southern Pines for families that otherwise couldn't afford them. Last fall, the club hosted a Pints for Polio event, an appropriately socially distanced social and fundraiser at a local brewery. We supported the Donors Choose program by supporting the Teacher of the Year in Moore County, a special education teacher in northern Moore, by providing a math program to assist her special needs students in learning. The Southern Pines Club is also involved in 4 international projects this year. The first, a global grant for the remote education for English as a second language in Tijuana, Mexico, a joint project with several other clubs, is in the final stages of funding and approval at RI. We hope to be able to announce the completion of and complete approval of that project before the end of this Rotary year. The second one, also a global grant, is Operation Footprint, which is a podiatric surgery program in India headed by our own Mark Bernard. Many of you may have heard Mark talking about this program. If any club is interested in participating in a global grant and helping us fund this program, Mark would be happy to speak with you. A different kind of an international project, it is not a global grant. The club will be donating 2 ambulances to a volunteer fire department in Mexico. We'll be leaving April 30th to deliver these ambulances down to Texas and swap with the representatives from the fire department and the Rotary Club there. The club was also involved in disaster relief in Colombia after the hurricanes in the fall, and in Noonan, Georgia, which experienced an EF4 tornado on March the 29th. This is a picture of one of the ambulances that will be driving down to Texas. And it's our goal along the way is to visit some Rotary clubs for some fellowship and perhaps a Rotary project or 2 along the way. Our current plan is to deliver relief supplies to the Rotary Club of Noonan, Georgia, as we'll be driving right through there on the way down to Texas. If anyone is interested in helping us provide some relief supplies for Noonan, we would invite you to see our presentation at the House of Friendship or find one of us from the Southern Pines Club and let us know of your interest. The reason that we're choosing Noonan, because there were several places hit with the tornadoes, it happens to be my hometown. My dad was former president of Noonan Rotary. And several of my family's homes were hit and badly destroyed and damaged by the storm, as well as the town itself was just devastated, as you can see from some of these pictures. So thank you very much for your attention, and we hope that you have a great Rotary Day.
Trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly and the
wish upon a star. Wake up with the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drops. High above the chimney top, that's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't
Hi, I'm Lori Haddock.
And I'm Ron Pierce.
We are Assistant District Governors for Areas 5 and 11. We have 8 clubs and a satellite club, and they were very busy this year.
One of the things about our area is that we have 8 clubs and that satellite club. And when they started at the beginning of this year, they had about 635 members. And we're proud to say that even during a pandemic, they were able to increase their membership. And so our 2 areas combined had a net increase of 10 new members. So as of April 1st, we are at 645 members, and we applaud all of the clubs for their hard work in making that happen. So let's go ahead and start talking about the different clubs that we've got. The first club that we have is the Crescent Rotary Club. And now the Crescent Rotary Club has been working to try to maintain their meetings at the Nussbaum Center. And so between Zoom meetings and actually starting hybrid meetings, this was one of the favorite locations in the area that clubs could get together and actually do a hybrid meeting due to the space that was required. So one of the big areas there in Nussbaum really helped the clubs be able to get together and still have those in-person meetings. In addition to doing hybrid meetings, they did Boys and Girls Club Thanksgiving dinner, and they were also able to participate in Project Rebuild. Now, they were one of the clubs in the area also that could do the Salvation Army ringing of the bell. And then for their club's Hero Project, they did something really unique. They provided a catering truck for essential workers, and so allowed them to actually come up to the truck and get free coffee, free treats, Wi-Fi. So this was something that really touched a lot of the essential workers, and it was a great project. Now, the next club that we've got is the East Greensboro Rotary Club. And so when they weren't able to meet and get together, they did Zoom like a lot of the clubs. But what they found was is that some of their members who hadn't been able to get together and meet with them now were able to do Zoom. And so their attendance approached 100% nearly every meeting. So one of the things they were able to do was actually get the students from North Carolina A&T to help them with their project rebuild. And so everyone enjoyed working together. One of their big projects that they did was they made masks for Wiley Elementary School. And so the participants not only included the elementary staff and Bennett's College faculty, but also the East Greensboro Rotarians all got together. They made the mask and then allowed the faculty to be able to come and pick out which different kind of mask, and all of them were fun that they could use and wear at the school. So you can see that they had a lot of different participation. And again, here's some of the students from Bennett and the faculty that were able to help and create the mask. The next club that we've got is the Gate City Rotary Club. Now, they had a very active year this year. And so they formed a satellite club, and as some of the other clubs were able to, had hybrid meetings at 3 different locations and were able to do Zoom in between. They actually added 10 plus new members to their group, and they updated the bylaws. They were able to award a multi-year college scholarship, and they participated in 5 different service projects in the area. Plus, they participated in multi-club grants, and they were able to join in on a global grant and held a fundraiser. So they were pretty active this year. Here's some of the pictures from what they were able to do. Here's the street cleanup that they did back in September. And then again, they were able to participate in pig stock. They had a couple of different locations they were able to enjoy. And then the community housing or project rebuild, they helped do and rebuild a roof. And then they also did an out of the garden project with food. And then a couple of special events they had the Satellite Club member induction, bringing those members in, and then the changing of the guard as well. So they were another club. They were able to participate in the bell ringing and do the Salvation Army. And they also were able to do a stream cleanup project. And look at the amount of trash that they were able to collect. This club was very active. Now, the next club that we had is the Global Trekkers. And what's interesting is while the rest of us were trying to get used to using Zoom, the Global Trekkers have been doing it for a couple of years now, and they were experts at it. Matter of fact, they were the poster children for any of the clubs learning to try to figure out how to do Zoom and make it work. And because they already knew and how to operate and make things happen, they were able to be very active this year. So here's just some of the projects that they were able to do. They helped with a learning center in India, work with girls who are trying to prevent human trafficking. They also, one of the members did a river cleanup there in Cooperstown, New York. Some of the members helped participate with STEM education support. They did for their hero project was they supported the first responders who did therapeutic supplies and toys that were distributed to 2 different burn centers here in North Carolina. Now, if that's not enough for you, here's a complete list of more projects they did. Food insecurity scholarship here in North Carolina. They did a Heroes for Literacy global project, donation of devices for online learning in the Philippines. They created a Donors Choose webpage for different classrooms who were able to support classrooms in 15 different counties in North Carolina. They did a cooking class for polio to raise money. They sponsored 2 different participants for a borderline youth camp in Australia. They did a remote learning project for Mexico, literacy support for vaccine education in Stokes County, and they supported the homework center at the YMCA for the Family Support Center there in Stokes County as well. Our hats off to them. They had a very busy and productive year.
The Greensboro Rotary Club primarily did Zoom meetings this year with very good attendance. At the beginning of this year, they started doing hybrid meetings with several members getting together at Natty Green's for lunch and participating by Zoom. They look forward to larger in-person lunch meetings sometime this summer, also continuing to use Zoom. Through Greensboro Rotary Club's foundation, they continue to support Angel Flights, providing free air transportation to special medical appointments for cancer patients, burn survivor children, kidney patients, organ donors, transplant recipients, and others dealing with chronic illness. They had an ice cream social in the parking lot of Carruthers and Roth Law Firm. In addition to free ice cream and networking, there was a drive-through food donation, and they held new member orientation. They collected money for a simple gesture and backpack beginnings. Over 20 Rotarians signed up to participate in a Simple Gestures green bag bi-monthly food pickups. The Greensboro Rotary's 100th anniversary carousel was completed and is now open. The carousel is at the Greensboro Science Center, and it's absolutely beautiful and worth a trip to go ride it. The club also donated over $20,000 to local charities using dues that the members chose to continue paying. The members were able to vote weekly on Zoom for the different local nonprofits to receive a $1,000 donation. Club members also played in a golf tournament to support Fellowship Hall, a local nonprofit. They participated in Project Rebuild, the Wyndham Championship, Starter Tea Hospitality, Salvation Army bell ringing, and they donated books to Sumner Elementary School, where club members have tutored for years. Greensboro Airport Rotary Club lost their breakfast location due to COVID, but they did a great job with their Zoom meetings and stayed very active. They did a food drive for Out of the Garden, a service day at Barnabas Network, participated in Project Rebuild, Pick Stock, held a Christmas wreath sale to benefit Polio Plus, did their Hero Project for the Service Center, and participated in Barnabas Network Furniture Day. Guilford Rotary Club continued to meet at the Weir Jordan House and did hybrid meetings from that location. They have been active for years in improving health care in Moldova, the poorest country in Eastern Europe. Moldova was devastated by COVID, and the club provided $7,000 worth of face shields and masks to healthcare professionals. Nursing professionals and Rotarians collaborated to conduct 4 webinars for 300 nurses in Moldova to fully use new BSRNs and increase the contribution of current nurses, including a $190,000 global grant for the years 2021 through 2023. Guilford Rotary held their annual Veterans Day flag display service and fundraising project at the Piedmont Triad Farmers Market. And look at that beautiful rainbow. They provided 20 $1,000 scholarships to veterans who were attending UNCG each year. The club has written a $30,000 global grant to fund a peace and conflict study scholarship for a veteran at UNCG. They provided funding for Flight of Honor. They helped to overcome hunger by helping Backpack Beginnings, Urban Ministries, Designs to Fight Hunger, and other rush projects. And they also had great fun.
Now, the Southern Gifford Satellite Club this year was connected to the Crescent Rotary Club. And so they were able to do a couple of projects as well. And one of the projects that they did was sweats for vets to allow them to be able to have clothing when they were coming home after visiting the VA healthcare center. Another project that they did was they adopted the Archer Elementary School and provided some of the needed supplies for virtual learning. They also had a mural painted on the basketball goal. Now, the next club that was able to do work this year and did a combination of hybrid and Zoom meetings was the Summit Rotary Club. Now, one of Summit's favorite service projects this year was that they honored the lunch staff during the lockdown. And then as soon as they were able to go back to hybrid, start participating in the lunch meetings again. Now, another thing that they were able to do is to the United Way Family Success Center and provide COVID support during this time. They also did a drive-by for food, having people be able to come by their meeting location, and you can see some of the people who were able to participate, and they collected a lot of food. Another thing that you were able to do was Project Rebuild in October and help with one of the houses there. They also did a teacher supply warehouse collection. And then back in November, they honored different members in the Rotary Club, asking them to actually provide pictures from when they were in service and share some of the stories of when they were in service for Veterans Day. They were also one of the clubs who did the Salvation Army bell ringing in December. And then they were able to actually help with one of local centers that were reaching out to single unwedded mothers and be able to provide support and supplies for them. They also did the McKnight Scholarship and Mentorship Program again, working with teens in the area, helping them to learn different life skills and prepare for work and business. One of the other things they did was a family of Rotary event where they did Seasons of Remembrance. Since they normally have the choir come that they would normally have at the Christmas party, they had different members share stories about growing up and what it was like to celebrate the holidays. And then their hero project honored different first responders in the area as well for those who had graduated and were going to be serving the public. And then they continued to do the monthly Student Improvement Awards and honored some of the students there in the area. And then they were one of the clubs who were actually able to grow as well. And they gained 9 new members this year. So our hats off to them as well. And then, you know, it's always been a pleasure to be an AG for the Area 5 and Area 11 Greensboro clubs. And so again, we just want to say thank you to all the Rotarians in those clubs and for their contribution and what they've done. And it's been our pleasure to serve them this year.
I thought we had another one. Sorry. How about that? Man, that's great, wasn't it? A lot of good work. My buddy over here, David, just ringed over to me. He says, "You got some great AGs." I said, "Yes, I do." So, but I've got some great Rotarians. We got great Rotarians in your district and in mine. So, a couple of things I want to just point out I didn't say a while ago. First of all, if you were a leader this year, MAFA, AG, or district leader, we hadn't been able to get together this year. And I had ties for us for the year. If you didn't get a tie or a scarf, please see me at the break or right after the meeting today, and I'll be glad to get you. I've got them with me, and I don't want to carry those over to next year, so please see me if you didn't get one. So please do that. The other thing is, yesterday Randy made a great presentation on polio, didn't he? Yeah, Polio Plus, yes. One thing he didn't point out that I asked him, he said, "Well, I didn't want to push. I'm going to push you, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push you on this." Polio Plus is a passion of mine this year. Polio, we've got to eradicate it. We all know that. We're this close. He pointed out yesterday 2 countries. And here's one thing he didn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. The reason I pushed it this year is I want you to understand that when we make that commitment of $100 a year till polio is eradicated, we're going to achieve our goal. And Rotary is not going to look at another project until we eradicate polio. So we need to get that done. So I'm asking you to go back here and see them at the back. I see the hands coming up back there with the forms to sign up to make a commitment to give $100 a year. Now, what I'm asking right now is, this year, in case you do not realize it, as of June 30th, the World Fund is matching every dollar for Polio Plus, dollar for dollar. Starting July 1, they're having to cut it back to 50% on the dollar. So this is your opportunity to maximize that. And then when it goes from the World Fund, it goes to the Gates Foundation. They go 2 to 1. So we can turn it into a lot of money. So please think about that. We still got 2 months to go to build up this polio fund. So I'm asking you to please make that commitment, give those dollars. In fact, we've got a nice quilt. I'm going to go ahead and tell you one of the surprises tonight. We got a quilt that's made by a lady, great lady in the East Greensboro Club. And she made us a quilt that's just absolutely beautiful. Instead of using door prize, we're going to auction off tonight for polio. So bring your pocketbooks. So we're going to, and every dime will go to polio. The other thing is, I was impressed with the Angel Flight. That was great. And Lori was telling me last night, if anybody has one, somebody's in need of a flight for the Angel Flight, to please see her. They're looking for candidates to be able to help out with the Angel Flight. So now let's move on to our program. This year was a very difficult year for our youth. It was tough. We didn't have schools, we didn't have that. But I want to say, Erica Parker, please stand. Give our Erica a big hand. We were talking, we were still trying to get things going with the youth, just could not get them done. And where's Vince? Vince, you here? Okay. Vince, him and Lori were doing, Lori, she's not here, is she? Okay. All right. Well, they were trying to do things with Rotaract. It was just a very difficult year. And, but we did great. We did great. And we'll come back strong. We were not able to do youth exchange. In fact, they've been suspended through July of 2022. So there won't be any youth exchanges this year. We have a lot of students. We're very disappointed, but because of COVID in international countries, we're just not able to do it. But let's still get ready when we can do it. That's what we need to do, is get it ready now. So we've got a little short video that Interact Club has provided for us. So Dave and Josh, if you'll run that, we'll have that.
Hey everybody, we're the Interact Club from East Area High School in the town of Pilot Mountain, and we're here to tell you a little bit about us. We roughly have about 30 members, and we're going to talk about what we have done, what we plan on doing in the future, and what Interact means to us.
Hey, my name is Allison Hooker. I'm the Interact Advisor here at East Surrey High School. We are sponsored by the Mount Airy Rotary here. They're the town next over from Pilot Mountain. So we have done quite a few events this year, not as much as we usually would due to COVID. Some of the events that we have done is reading to the kids at the local elementary schools. We did that virtually, of course. We usually do a homecoming dance. We weren't able to do that this year due to COVID restrictions. We helped with a 5K. We hand out water. We help register all of the participants for the 5K. We do a lot of events here with our community. We're going to be picking up some litter around campus here soon, and just anything that we can do to help out with our community. We love to get these community service hours here with these students. I really enjoy being the Interact Advisor because we do get to get out and help our community and help those in need, and it means a lot to me to be able to change other people's lives for the better, and to see the students doing, the good in the community like this just means the world to me. Thank you.
I really enjoy being an Interact because it's a way for me to give back to my school and to my community, and I really enjoy working with all of the other students to help better our community. Interact to me means helping others and making a difference in the world.
So I've personally never gave back to the community, just being truthful. But now that I'm in Interact, I can give back, and it means so much to me because it makes me feel great to finally be giving back things that I have taken.
All right, that was fantastic. Erica, thanks for your leadership on that. Again, the kids thing has been tough. It's usually my favorite part of the district conference is hearing what all the youth are doing and up to and the impact they're making. But, we'll get better soon. Let's take a 10-minute break, stretch the legs, get a snack, do whatever, and we'll be right back here, rocking and rolling. All right, thanks.
I consider a very good friend of mine and a very good Rotarian. We're very fortunate today to have with us past Rotary International Director from 2013, 2015, Larry Lunsford. He's a certified public accountant. Larry is Senior Vice President, CFO of Bernstein Rain Advertising Incorporated in Kansas City, Missouri. Now, Larry and his wife, Jill, have two children, Trent and Kara. And I know he's a family man because I follow him on Facebook. Good man. He earned his bachelor's and master's degree in accounting from Truman State University in Kirksville, Missouri. Larry's passion for Rotary and his invitation into the family of Rotary began during his college years when in 1982, now pay close attention to this. You remember the lady yesterday, Rebecca Byerly? She was Ambassador Scholar. How it changed her life. Larry himself, in 1982, was selected as Rotary Foundation Ambassador Scholar to Australia. Larry joined Rotary in 1991, served as club president in 1997, 1998, served as district governor of District 6040 in Missouri in 2001, 2002, and served as Rotary International Director in 2013, 2015. He's a past member and chair of the RI Membership Committee. Larry and Jill served as aides to RI President Mark Daniel Maloney and his wife Gay for the 2019-2020 year. In the current 2021 year, Rotary year, Larry is serving as chair of the Rotary Peace Center Committee of the Rotary Foundation, is also serving his third year as a member of the Shaping Rotary's Future Committee for Rotary International. Just recently, Larry was elected as trustee of the Rotary Foundation for a four-year term beginning 2021 through 2025. Let's all stand and please give a welcome to Larry Lunsford. Larry, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's just tremendous to join the wave again. I just wish so much that I could be together with you. I'm so pleased to see that you are together. And I'm thrilled to be invited to join the District 7690 conference this year to celebrate Governor Tommy and Glenda and their service to Rotary and to your district this year. I thank them for the invitation to join you as you celebrate the projects and the service of your year of opening opportunities in our community. I have consciously chosen to err on the side of caution and join you via Zoom today. Tommy and I have talked about that for the last few months. And again, I'm just thrilled that each of you can be together, and I'm thrilled to join you virtually. I certainly wish, though, having been to the Grove Park Inn before, I certainly wish that Jill and I could have joined you there, and we'll look forward to the day when we can do that in the future. I'm also thrilled that was able to connect with David McCoy and your technical team to allow my participation. I give my thanks to them. Happy to join your president's representative, Jennifer Scott from Australia. As you just heard Tommy mention, I was an ambassadorial scholar to Australia some years ago, and so Australia is a second home country for me. And so it's a thrill to join Jennifer. You'll be blessed to have her participation on your speaker lineup, as well as the ambassadorial scholar that was mentioned that spoke to you yesterday. Sounds like that was a powerful session. So it's true that we've connected before. We are connected. I've been happy to connect with each of your clubs in the past at the opportunities at Carolina's Pets, to have a chance to connect with each of your incoming leaders over the past 5 years or so. I'm thankful to Ken Morgan for the first invitation, and there have been subsequent invitations to Carolina's Pets. There have been subsequent invitations into your district, and I'm thrilled at another opportunity today. Those experiences have provided me the chance to know firsthand the strong Rotary spirit of each of your clubs, and also the strong district leadership in your district, many of whom have become dear friends of mine. Charles Allen, Mike Conrad, Phil Morris, Cookie Billings, Patrick Eakes, Larry Lassiter, John Spillman, Lloyd Navarro, Claudia Kennedy, Randy Perkins. I know I'm probably leaving some people out, and that's certainly not my intention. You would know that. But I do want to call out these friends in Rotary service in District 7690. It's really good to be with you and all those participating at the conference. While you're at the conference, I certainly encourage your continuing support of the Asheville Manna Food Bank as you serve while you share fellowship and your Rotary experience. And I also want to commend your district this year for its work on the HERO project, where you've made the district grant funds available to every Rotary club that conducted a project in partnership with or for its community's emergency and first responders. I'm just simply impressed that so many of your Rotary clubs took this opportunity. And I congratulate your leadership for these efforts. Well done. So I know there's a lot of great things happening at the conference, and I'm sure yesterday was certainly no exception. My focus today with you is going to be on our Rotary Foundation and the future of our Rotary Foundation from my standpoint. And so as I'm going to be speaking to you about the Rotary Foundation, I do want to add my very sincere and personal congratulations to Lloyd Navarro on his selection for the Citation for Meritorious Service. Lloyd, thank you so much. While I have been fortunate to speak to your district before, I have never had the opportunity to speak to your district as an incoming trustee of the Rotary Foundation. I'm honored to do so. So today I'm pleased to discuss just a handful of things that reflect the future of our Rotary Foundation. Some I'll simply mention briefly, some I'll expand on a bit further. So let's enjoy our time together. The Rotary Foundation, our Rotary Foundation, is such a strong foundation. And one good way that Rotarians measure our foundation's success is reflected in the ratings from Charity Navigator. For the 13th consecutive year, the Rotary Foundation has received the highest rating, 4 stars, from Charity Navigator, an independent evaluator of charities in the United States. The foundation earned this recognition for adhering to sector best practices and executing its mission in a financially efficient way, demonstrating both strong financial health and commitment to accountability and transparency. Only 1%, friends, 1% of the organizations Charity Navigator evaluates have received 13 consecutive 4-star evaluations. The rating reflects Charity Navigator's assessment of how the foundation uses the donations, sustains its programs and services, and practices good governance and openness in its operations. We should all feel quite thrilled with our support of the Rotary Foundation. Now, this morning, time does not allow me to develop our work in each of our areas of focus. However, for just a couple of minutes, I wanted to update you on the recent major developments in one of our areas of focus that will allow for continuing growth and expansion of our Rotary Peace Centers program. With one of our fine Peace Centers at Duke University and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, I know the program is especially meaningful to all of you. There is no doubt our current Peace Centers continue to evolve and improve our program to remain relevant to this generation of future peace builders. There's evolution in the programs, and there's evolution in the number of Peace Centers. The trustees agreed to enhance the master's degree program by 2022, and we've done that by focusing more broadly on peace and development and to continue to better align with Rotary's areas of focus in peace. As a result, the 5 master's Peace Centers currently offer Peace Fellows, elective courses or tracks for specialization that relate to Rotary's areas of focus. We're trying to align that even more strongly. Additionally, Rotary developed a standardized workshop series applicable to all the master's degree centers to better equip our fellows with the practical aspects of a career in peace building and development. The first course that all master's fellows completed focused on the very important topic of resiliency for peace builders, teaching fellows how to prevent burnout, build and lead resilient teams, and practice techniques to manage stress in unpredictable environments. The feedback on this first course has been exceptional. The inaugural cohorts for the new 1-year professional development certificate program model are commencing their studies at Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok, Thailand, online, and Makerere University in Kampala, Uganda, which were able to begin in person in late February. Now, I mentioned the new 1-year professional development certificate. You may be aware that to date, our certificate program has been a 3-month program, but this year we've expanded that program and made it a 1-year certificate program. An important goal of this certificate program is that we hope to expand the focus on Rotary's investment in peace leaders and networks by region. So we have the 5 master's partner universities, and our hope is to build more of these regional 1-year professional development certificate programs. So there's evolution in the programs themselves, and as I mentioned and about to share with you more about, there's evolution in the number of peace centers. There's a new Rotary Peace Center in Africa, building on the growth plan of establishing by 2030 up to 4 new regional peace centers, each offering the 1-year certificate program. Rotary is very proud to partner with Makerere University in Kampala, Uganda, one of the oldest and most prestigious universities in Africa, approaching its 100th anniversary. Rotary's newest Peace Center will leverage this respected academic position in Africa and the world, and its location in one of the most conflict-affected regions in Africa to deliver a cutting-edge peace-building program. Our new Makerere Peace Center will have a number of outstanding features. I'll only mention a few of them right now. The program will attract candidates dedicated to working for peace throughout Africa and will be highly relevant to Rotary's areas of focus by emphasizing regional issues such as human governance in Africa, refuge, and community cohesion, all so important. Uganda has the largest number of Rotarians per capita to assist with outreach and recruitment efforts and expand the visibility of the Rotary Peace Center's program regionally. They've shown a deep commitment to the program's success, and any of us who have experienced Rotary at an international convention know the passion of the Rotarians in Africa, and particularly the Rotarians in Uganda. And over time, then, we believe that this new program brings many new opportunities for sub-Saharan Africans to build a strong regional alumni network, to influence African policies toward peace, and to initiate action to transform society through positive peace. So needless to say, and I hope it comes through across the screen with you this morning, we're very excited about the prospects for our newest Rotary Peace Center that has just taken flight in Africa. So our Rotary Peace Centers program has a vision of creating sustainable peace, and there's a number of things that I think I can point to regarding the strong impact and great success of this program. Again, just mentioning a few for you. As the current chair of the Rotary Peace Centers Committee, as Tommy mentioned in his introduction, I would note that one indicator of the program's success is our selection late last year of the 20th class of Master's Program Peace Fellows and our 32nd class of Certificate Program Peace Fellows. 117 fellows were selected from a qualified applicant pool of more than 750 peace leaders globally that applied for our Rotary Peace Fellowship. This was the most competitive selection to date, 20 years in. The 117 fellows were selected from 63 countries, and they represent an investment of $5.3 million by the Rotary Foundation in 2021. Impact can be further seen through the key beneficiaries of our Peace Fellows work, including refugees and displaced persons, young people, individuals in conflict-affected regions, women and children, and impoverished communities. Since we began this program, colleagues, we have the impact and success of more than 1,400 Peace Fellow alumni who have successfully graduated from our programs and are working on peace and development initiatives in more than 115 countries. That just makes us smile. Significant impact. And finally, I would suggest an indicator of program success is how we're building a strong endowment supporting these Rotary Peace Centers in these leading universities around the world in peace education. The endowment fuels these important university partnerships that develop the capacity of our peace and development professionals to move us toward our vision of creating sustainable peace, making peace a reality. But there's one more thing that I have to share with you about the program's evolution. I'm hopeful you've seen the recent news that our Rotary Foundation has received an extraordinary gift to establish the next new Rotary Peace Center in the Middle East or North Africa. This extraordinary gift is a $15.5 million contribution from the Otto and Fran Walter Foundation located in Maine. This is the second largest individual gift the Rotary Foundation has ever received. You would know the first from the Gates Foundation. This gift includes funds for the search process and startup costs, also a $10 million endowment that will fully fund this new Rotary Peace Center, and a $5 million commitment that will ultimately provide general support for the Rotary Peace Centers. In recognition of this generosity, the new center will be called the Otto and Fran Walter Rotary Peace Center. A Rotary Peace Center in the Middle East or North Africa, can you imagine, was identified as a high priority in the Rotary Peace Center's growth planning over this next decade. I mentioned, and I hope you remember, that we have a goal of 4 of these new Rotary Peace Centers over the next decade. And so this gift enables us to move forward on the search process to find a new university partner, in the Middle East and North Africa, hoping that the projected launch date for the new center will be January of 2026. This third regional certificate program would then sit alongside our 5 master's degree programs at some of the leading universities. I felt you needed to be reminded and updated about those significant developments recently as it relates to our Rotary Foundation. And I'm thrilled to share them with you. So I know that since 2013, we've executed our programs and services of the Rotary Foundation through our areas of focus. In 2013, you'll recall we evolved to the 6 areas of focus, and there was to be a review of those areas of focus after 6 years. So relatively recently in 2019, this review was done. And while it was determined that these 6 areas of focus are serving us very well and should be continued, it was also determined that another area was gaining significant attention from Rotarians. Recently, our newest 7th area of focus was established, the environment. I believe that Rotary's world is genuinely excited about this news. The first global grants to be awarded in this new area of focus will be starting in July, just a couple of months from now, in the next Rotary year. And this provides another great opportunity for your clubs, your Rotarians, and for your District 7690 to engage to do good in the world. You've heard about some of your own district grant efforts, like the HERO program, the HERO project this year. I wanted to share that the trustees recently have agreed that effective in another year, July 1st of 2022, districts may allocate district grant funds to Rotaract clubs and their projects. And I'm excited about this. This is just another way that Rotary is diligently working proactively to develop Rotaract as partners of Rotary, not just a program of Rotary. And so this is another exciting new opportunity for your consideration. You may have recently heard about the Foundation's newest grant model beyond the district grants and the global grants, called Programs of Scale. Programs of Scale is a new grant model that empowers Rotary members to implement larger scale, high impact projects with experienced partners that benefit a larger number of people in need across a significant geographic area. Programs of Scale. Through this new model, the Foundation will award one $2 million grant each year to a program sponsored by a Rotary Club or district working in strong collaboration with partners. It's a competitive grant process that requires a proposal and an application. The inaugural application and selection cycles just ended. There were 70 proposals, 62 of which were deemed complete. Reviews led to a group of 29, then a group of 6, and a final determination was made on the first Programs of Scale grant recipient. The first awardee is receiving the $2 million grant to expand its successful work to eliminate malaria in Zambia through a multi-stakeholder disease prevention and treatment partnership. The program aims to reduce the incidence of malaria by 90% in 10 target regions in Zambia, where malaria is the leading cause of death. Reaching 1.3 million people, this program will directly contribute to the nationwide strategy put forth by the Zambian government. Again, the idea behind our Programs of Scale initiative is to encourage us to think big and then think bigger, to support longer term 3 to 5 year projects within our areas of focus, and to develop more partnerships to leverage the work of Rotary. Truly exciting news. So it's true that there are some changes coming to the World Fund funding model beginning in a couple of months on July 1st, 2021. Your governor-elect, Chris Justice, was the first to learn of these changes at the Virtual International Assembly back in February. So District 7690 will want to stay close to these new developments and begin to internalize the changes to maximize your impact. Of course, Rotary has been working to eradicate polio for more than 35 years. I'm certain nearly all of you have also supported our polio fundraising efforts through your Rotary years, and I thank you for that continuing support. I know that Governor Tommy and Team 2020 have made a priority of this. Just these past 2 mornings, Thursday and Friday, I have participated in a joint meeting of the RI Board of Directors and the trustees of the Rotary Foundation. As an incoming trustee, they're allowing us to backbench those Zoom meetings. And we heard the most recent updates from Mike McGovern from Maine, USA, who is the chair of our International Polio Plus Committee, on Rotary's revised strategy for the next 5 years toward polio eradication. It was exciting to hear Mike speak about our progress. There is no question, of course, that our polio eradication efforts were slowed a bit as the COVID-19 pandemic began. Of course, oh, by the way, the Rotary Foundation pivoted and has been proud to support your efforts and our members' efforts in serving their communities during the pandemic. You should know that since last March, when the world changed, the Rotary Foundation has awarded $32 million in global and disaster relief grants for projects related to COVID-19. Rotarians in North Carolina and throughout the world have helped with community education, equitable distributions of vaccines, combating misinformation, encouraging preparedness. We've done this, you've done this by helping seniors get registered for the vaccine shots, by transporting, by providing support on site at vaccination sites, helping with registration, patient observation, and traffic control. We're Rotarians. It's just what we do. But back to polio, we're coming off great news last August about Nigeria and indeed the entire WHO African region, right? Certified as polio free, and we go from 3 endemic countries to 2. Those of you who follow this may know that since January 1st, we've only had 2 reported cases of the wild polio virus, 1 each in each of our 2 remaining polio endemic countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. As we hope to come out of this pandemic, you should know that even over the last 6 months, while we've been adjusting to both COVID and continuing our polio eradication efforts, there have only been 10 reported cases of the wild polio virus. Our colleagues in Afghanistan and Pakistan have renewed their efforts, and we're seeing progress once again. So yesterday, Mike McGovern showed us a strategy timeline over the next 5 years, a timeline which still anticipates some cases in 2021 and in 2022, but shows the interruption of the wild polio virus, our goal by 2023. Of course, then there would be the 3-year certification period with no new additional cases, meaning that our sights are set, friends, on 2026. Could 2026 indeed be the culmination of a 40-year journey when the world sees that every last child has been protected from the ravage disease of polio? Let's hope so, and let's keep working toward that. It was also, at some level, heartwarming to me when I heard the estimated remaining cost to achieve this milestone by 2026 is $5.3 billion. That's billion with a B. And you say to me, as you should, Larry, wait a minute, that doesn't sound very heartwarming. But then we were reminded that Rotary's effort is to continue to raise $50 million per year. And we have the wonderful partnership with the Gates Foundation, which matches our efforts on a 2-to-1 basis at $100 million per year. And our collective Rotary Gates money at $150 million per year over 5 years, if I'm doing my math correctly, is $750 million. And that is 14% of that $5.3 billion estimate. And that was heartwarming to me, to know that you and I and we are such a big part of such a monumental, world-changing project. It made me feel good, and it makes me feel good that Governor Tommy and Team 2020 and all of you are doing your part. Your Rotary Foundation, 13 years of the highest rankings from Charity Navigator. The environment, a new 7th area of focus. District grants soon to be available to Rotaract clubs. The 2nd largest gift ever received to fully fund a new Rotary Peace Center in the Middle East or North Africa. The start of a new grant model, which will take flight in Zambia to fight malaria, programs of scale. Continuing to carry the banner for the world in polio eradication, while also serving communities during a COVID-19 pandemic. My wife, Jill, and I support the Rotary Foundation every month through TRF Direct, with a direct withdrawal from our checking account to the checking account of the Rotary Foundation. Over the course of a year, those contributions allow me to join others in my district as a member of the Paul Harris Society. If you've not already done so, I encourage you to do the same. Jill and I have also just started an additional contribution each month through TRF Direct in support of polio. And over the course of a year, those contributions will allow me to join others in a new society that our district is starting called the Polio Plus Society. Same kind of thought and process as the Paul Harris Society, same commitment per year, the Polio Plus Society. It is meaningful for me to know that my giving to the Rotary Foundation will positively affect someone's life, doing something for someone else just because. Because you see, when it comes to feeling the effects that the Rotary Foundation can have on a person's life, I understand the benefits of this timeless message of compassion and generosity of spirit. I understand the strong feelings that can be evoked when someone does something for someone else just because. Because you see, it was Rotarians just like you in North Missouri in the early 1980s who contributed to the Rotary Foundation so that that Rotary district could provide ambassadorial scholarships through their district designated funds. The Rotary Foundation Ambassadorial Scholarship was a scholarship I was blessed to receive. The Rotary Foundation changed my world. It's the reason we're together here this morning. So for me, it is simple. I give to the Rotary Foundation every month, every year, because of the opportunity the Rotary Foundation gave to me. Whether you are at the Grove Park Inn or whether you are in your home participating via Zoom, for each of you, as engaged and informed Rotarians who choose to give, the Rotary Foundation gives you the opportunity to change the world. I trust it is simple for you as well. Friends, colleagues, my time is up. Certainly, there's a lot of work ahead of us as we work together to improve the human condition. In Missouri, where I live, in North Carolina, where you live, and throughout the world. On behalf of the trustees, thank you to each of you who show how much you love the work of the Rotary Foundation by being so generous. Uncommon generosity, I would say. So I do hope that our time together this morning gives you a brief update on how I see the future of our Rotary Foundation. Truly, the future of our foundation is you and me. As I join the Board of Directors and the Board of Trustees of the Rotary Foundation for a 4-year term in just a couple of months, I can assure you that my colleagues and I will steward your resources in the very best manner possible. We will look forward over the next 4 years to receiving our 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th consecutive 4-star evaluations from Charity Navigator, continuing to do good in the world. Absolutely awesome to be invited by Governor Tommy to join you this morning, to be among the spirit of uncommon generosity. I look forward to the time when we can be together in person. Until then, be safe and be healthy. And please, please keep up the great work of Rotary and the Rotary Foundation. Enjoy the conference.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Larry.
much.
Thank you so much, Larry, for being with us, and give Jill our best. And it is our honor today to make a donation to the Rotary Foundation, the Polio Plus polio campaign in your honor and your name. So thank you so much for being with us, and we'll be making that donation to the Foundation for Polio. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Let's give another hand. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, trying to move along here so we can get our time back. Thank you, Larry. And we're going to go right now. We've got, listen to this young person that won our 4-way speech contest.
It was a beautiful day in Orlando, Florida. The birds were chirping, the sun was shining, and the weather was perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. And there I was, standing at the Orlando Convention Center, playing in the AAU Junior National Volleyball Championships. It had been a rough week, with tough opponents and nail-biting matches, but my team persevered, and we had a chance to make it to the playoffs. Now, here's the tricky part. When your team is not playing, one player is hitting the call lines, giving them the ultimate view of seeing whether the ball is in or out. Unluckily for me, I was hitting the call lines for the game that determined if we went to the playoffs. If High Rock won, we were sent packing. If Triangle won, we advanced. The match was back and forth, but finally, the score was tied at 23, and you need 25 to win. Triangle goes and serves in the net. At this point, I am shaking, hoping somehow High Rock does not win this. High Rock goes and serves it, and my heart dropped. The ball fell directly on the back line, but I knew that it was close enough that I could call it in or out and get by either way. I even thought about calling it out for a second, but I knew what I had to do. I called the ball in, and my team went home. After the game, my coach came up to me and told me how proud he was of me and how integrity was never worth a game. I now reflect on this experience when I am making ethical decisions, and the test for deciding what to do is easy. I have to ask myself, will it pass the Rotary 4-way test? Is it the truth? Is it fair? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Integrity is one of the most important things in our lives. If you are known for doing the right thing, no matter the situation, you will have a reputation as an honest and trustworthy person. If there is ever a question about a situation, your past ethical decisions will allow others to give you the benefits of the doubt in this new situation. Both employees and CFOs rate integrity as the most important leadership trait. In fact, Dwight D. Eisenhower, a great general and president, said, "The supreme quality of leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible, whether it is on a section gang, a football field, in the Army, or in office." So, let's take a look at how to make ethical decisions, integrity, using the Rotary 4-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Is it the truth? We are living in strange times where people automatically doubt almost anything, which means nothing is more important right now than to let what we do reflect the truth. We are the next generation. We have watched the past mistakes of others where the truth seems to be fluid on all sides. But the reality is, the truth is not fluid. The Greek word for truth is aletheia, which literally means unconcealed and not hidden. The truth is defined as being genuine and actual and factual. So the first step in determining if what you are doing is ethical is deciding whether or not it is the truth. Is it fair? This seems to be where some people in our society get confused. They believe they can answer, is it the truth, with a yes, They don't need to go to the next step and ask, is it fair? While something can technically be the truth. For example, New York high school baseball team had its first perfect season, going undefeated. This statement is not fair because their season was canceled due to COVID after just one game. Being fair, while also telling the truth, is absolutely essential in determining whether you have integrity. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? If a person believes they're being treated fairly and honestly, it simply builds goodwill. I could have easily called that ball out and continued on with the game, but I didn't. My coach used this as a teaching experience for my team, and they all gathered around me and told me how proud of me they were, and how they would never want to be accused of going to the playoffs because they cheated. Goodwill bound and made us closer because of it. Will it be beneficial to all concerned? The benefits of a person maintaining their integrity is absolutely necessary to our society. We need to have a society in which we can trust others we share the world with. If you act with integrity, people will trust you and your reputation, and that in turn will open doors and possibilities in your community that is not there for others. So, in making decisions, it's important to make the choice that will reflect what's the truth, that will build goodwill and will be fair, and that will benefit our society by reflecting a youth culture that has integrity. Thank you.
Thank you. This young lady made a great speech, sponsored by the E Club, so we thank you for that. So, very impressive. One more quick thing we've got. This is a video I want to show everyone. I ran across this. One of my classmates from Pennsylvania, District Governor Beth Marshall, came down about 2 weeks ago, made a donation to a program called MIRA. I don't know how many of you have heard of this, but it was started by a Rotarian in our district and in the United States. There's only one place in the United States, and it was Alexandra Plutt was the young lady up here. Alexandra, that's her name. But anyhow, this program, I just want to show you a quick video. It's really a great program. I think we should have supported this year. I'm sorry I didn't know about it until recently. But David, we got this ready.
When Bob Bailey lost his eyesight in 2007, he didn't know it then, but that news would set the wheels in motion for him to change the life of a special little girl named Cricket. This is their story. Bob was enjoying his life in North Carolina until a routine bypass surgery changed everything. I was never made aware of the fact that you could go blind. And during the surgery, the surgeon made a mistake. And when I woke up a couple of weeks later, somebody turned the lights out. And we've been recovering ever since. Shortly after, Bob made his way to the Canada-based MIRA Foundation, which trains guide dogs for the blind, and they granted Bob a furry new friend named Devin. It also gave him a new mission in life, resulting in the birth of MIRA Foundation, USA. My whole focus is MIRA. And what we can do for children, what this dog has done for me, I'm hoping that we can do for a lot of other children. Half the world away in China, Cricket, now 11 years old, was born blind and was later abandoned. Cricket never got to experience the love of a real family until adoptive parents Cliff and Sally Byerman came into her life. In Cricket, they didn't see a blind orphan. Instead, they saw a courageous little girl.
The agency contacted us and said they had a wonderful little child. She was very intelligent, she was funny, she was spirited, she seemed to have an almost photographic memory. And then they told us that she was blind. And so we thought about that, and it didn't seem a barrier because the other parts of her humor, her intelligence, and her spirit seemed so much more important to us. And we guessed right because we adopted her, and she has just been a remarkable light to our family.
Cricket is just like any other 11-year-old. She likes to ride her bike, play with her family, and has already mastered several musical instruments.
There's an after-school program that my music teacher does, and he asked me if I wouldn't mind playing trumpet. So I said okay, and then he was wondering why I wasn't in his orchestra class, and I said I didn't know it fit into my schedule, and he invited me to play cello in his orchestra. So I said okay to that too.
But despite all of these accomplishments, his Cricket's smile, kind spirit, and generosity that make her the amazing person that she is.
I will always remember the first time I saw Cricket because this tells all about her personality. The first time I saw her, she was brought to our hotel room by a lady from the orphanage, and she wore a quilted pink jacket that was torn and dirty. And she came up to me, and she spoke only in Mandarin Chinese, and she reached into her pocket, and she handed me a piece of hard candy, and she pressed it into my hand. And then she went to my son and did the same thing. And to our whole family, she gave us pieces of hard candy because that was her gift to us.
As Cricket grew, so did her independence. Wanting her daughter to enjoy her childhood to the fullest, Sally began to search for a guide dog through specialized agencies. But to Sally and Cricket's dismay, they quickly learned that none of these agencies would cater to children under the age of 16, except for one.
We found out about Mira, that Mira was actually an agency in Canada that did provide guide dogs for younger children based on their abilities. And so we contacted Mira in Canada, and our folder eventually made its way down to North Carolina, to Mira USA. Bob Bailey contacted us by phone, and we were just thrilled that there was a chance that somebody would weigh Cricket's merits, not based on her age, but based on her mental and physical abilities.
First of all, the Mira Foundation in Canada is the only foundation in the world that does dogs for children. They're the only ones. And we've got the ability now to bring this service to the United States. And we are the only ones in the United States that will train dogs for children. Cricket and Sally have just learned from Mira USA that she will be the youngest person in the United States to receive a guide dog. I don't have the words. It's emotional. I couldn't see what happened, obviously, but I know everybody was crying. Me too. But it changes people's lives. That's kind of special. That's very special. Special doesn't begin to describe this little girl or the organization that has given her a new outlook on life.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bailey and Mira. I don't know how to thank you enough. From my heart and from Cricket's heart, to Mira, to Mr. Bailey, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
It's amazing. It really is. But I want you to understand, as he said, pointed out there, there's no other place that gives dogs to children and help them. They go through rigorous training with these. The dog is with the child the whole time in training in Canada. But we met a young lady that was there. She got one when she was, I think it was 12 years old. Her name was Darcy. That child went through school, graduated, went to NC State University, and that dog got her around to every class, every day, on time, and graduated with the English honors. Now, that's the power of what these things will do. And Richard Gatham, he's the director down in that area, said he'd be glad to do a program. So keep this in mind when you're looking for projects to do. Now, moving on, it is my honor and privilege here to bring up immediate past district governor Randy Perkins, because we have awards we were not able to give out last year, so I'm making time for him to be able to give them now. Come on up, Randy. Give him a hand.
Man, our lives changed a year ago. Can you imagine all the work that Chris Justice and his conference committee put together? And it was all canceled because of COVID. And I've been finally, I can give away these wonderful awards that you and your clubs have earned during your year and my year. I want you to remember, think about the gold clubs that Stuart Fountain started about 22 years ago. And it was set a path for a club. It was a path of excellence for the clubs. And after 22 years, we decided we need to do something different. So we developed the District Achievement Awards. And you can look at these banners. We bought new banners. And we post these awards on these banners. And at the bottom of each banner, we also posted the years that each club qualified for the Gold Club Awards. It's quite an honor to receive a District Achievement Award. We offered the award, Bronze Award, the Silver Award, the Gold Award, and the Platinum. We increased the challenge in the Gold Award, and we added the Platinum, which was almost impossible to attain, but we had clubs to attain all of these awards. I'm going to ask Vice Governor Charles Allen to call out the names of the clubs, and if the president is not here, we would like for a club representative to come up. If a club is not represented, we'd like to ask the AG to come up and accept the award. Come to this table. Phil Morris will take our picture. And with that said, I would like to say that we had a total of 38 awards. Give them a really big hand. 38 awards.
And without further ado, in honoring these clubs who have achieved these honors this year, we'll start with our bronze awards, and the first one will be the Burlington Rotary Club. Burlington Rotary Club. AG from Area 3, come on up. All right, here he comes. And we're going to move through this fairly rapidly and try to keep you on time. Someone representing the Carthage Rotary Club. The Carthage Rotary Club. Come on down. Come on. There we go, AG. Come on. There you go. The East Greensboro Rotary Club. East Greensboro Rotary Club. Come on down. AG, you in here? Come on. All right. The Jamestown Rotary Club. Jamestown Rotary Club. Come on, AG, or someone from that area. All right. Next, Area 7, the Lexington Rotary Club. Lexington Rotary Club. Thank you, Kim. Next, we have the Liberty Rotary Club. Liberty Rotary Club. Area 8, someone come on down. Area 10, the Siler City Rotary Club. Siler City, someone from that area, come on down. Going back to the Greensboro area, the Southern Guilford Rotary Club. Southern Guilford. Going over to Area 4, the Winston-Salem Rotary Club. Winston-Salem, I know, there you are. There you go. Thank you, Terry. And finally, out of the bronze, the Yadkin Valley Rotary Club. Area 1, Yadkin Valley. Come on down. Now we move up to the next level of awards, and that is our silver level of awards. Starting in Area 2, the Eden Rotary Club. Eden Rotary Club. Come on down. Going to Area 3, the Graham Rotary Club. Graham Rotary Club. Then we go back to Area 10, the Pittsboro Rotary Club. Pittsboro. Someone from Area 10, come on down. David, where you go? There you are. You're going to have a whole lot to carry home, David. Next is the Reedsville Rotary Club, going back up to Area 2, Reedsville Rotary Club. Going back to Area 10, the Sanford Rotary Club. Sanford, come on down. David, you get to bring another one, buddy. Come on. Or somebody from Sanford? Wait a minute. Here's Sanford's coming. There you go. Thank you. Then going to Area 8, the Troy Rotary Club. David, if you're here, I know you're here somewhere. There he is, David Odom. Come on down. And then finally, in the silver, the Western Forsyth Rotary Club. Western Forsyth, Area 4. There we go. Now moving on to our gold awards. Starting in Area 3 with the Alamance Rotary Club. Alamance, would you come on down? Congratulations, Dick. Moving to Area 6, the Furniterland Rotary Club. Oh boy, Phil, go get that one. Moving back to the Greensboro area, Greensboro Rotary Club. Greensboro Rotary Club. Going back now to Area 10, the Jonesboro Rotary Club. Come on down. Jonesboro Rotary Club representative. Now going back to Area 4, the Kernersville Rotary Club. Kernersville. Come on down, Kernersville. There you go, Jeff. Going back to Area 1, the King Rotary Club. King Rotary Club. Going right close to me in Area 8, the Randolph Rotary Club. Bill, come on down and get that award. The Randolph Rotary Club. Going back to Area 4, the Renolda Rotary Club. Renolda Rotary Club. Going back down to Area 9, the Sand Hills Rotary Club. Sand Hills, congratulations. Then going back to Area 2, Area 1, the Yadkin County Rotary Club. I know he's here. Come on down, Brandon. The Yadkin County Rotary Club. Now we go to the Big Dog Awards. They really worked hard. When you think of the platinum, if you look at the requirements on those awards, it takes a lot of intentional effort to get these awards to go to the platinum level. Starting out in Area 4, the Clemens Rotary Club. Clemens Rotary Club, come on down. Going back to the Greensboro area, the Crescent Rotary Club. Congratulations, Crescent. Next, staying in the Greensboro area, the Gate City Rotary Club. Gate City, go. And here's one of those international clubs, the Global Trekkers. Come on down, Global Trekkers. Wow, congratulations. Okay, hold up, we've lost something. Hold on, I'm too fast. Back off. You know, we have snafus once in a while. We're Rotary, right? Okay, all right, hold up. All right, where are we? Tommy, where are we? Tommy? Randy, where are you? Greensboro Airport, Greensboro Airport. Come on down, Greensboro. Come on, Tanya. All right, now we go to Area 6, the High Point Rotary Club. High Point Rotary Club, congratulations. Then we go back to Area 1, the Mount Airy Rotary Club. Mount Airy. Go back to Area 9, the Pinehurst Rotary Club. Pinehurst, come on down. Staying in Area 9, the Southern Pines Rotary Club. Southern Pines. She gets Southern Pines and Pinehurst. You can do double, triple duty. Playing catch up still, sorry. Okay, 2 to go. Next in the area, Greensboro, Summit Rotary Club. Congratulations, Summit. Summit Rotary Club. Congratulations. And finally, our last one in the Platinum is Thomasville Rotary Club. Thomasville. Congratulations. Let's give all these folks a hand, please. Now we're moving on to some other awards. The next awards are going to be those for membership awards for 2019 and 20. The number 3 Rotary Club in gaining membership in 2019 and 20 was the Randolph Rotary Club with plus 10. Randolph Rotary plus 10. The next is the Gate City Rotary Club. Gate City plus 11. Plus 11. Bill had a camera problem. Take another picture. There you go. Then we got Gate City. Come on down. Plus 11. And the final award goes to the number 1 membership growth club in 2019 and 20, Crescent Rotary Club with 14. Crescent Rotary Club. Lisa Hazlitt, club president, a go-getter to say the least, right? Now, Governor Randy wants to present some awards to AGs that retired in his year or finished their term in his year. First, we want to acknowledge Area 4 AG, Jim Friedenberg. You've seen him up here on the podium several times this weekend as the chair. Jim Friedenberg, Area 4. Thank you, Jim, for your service. Now, it looks like you got a funny black beard there now. I don't know what that is. Okay, all right. Area 5, Slade Lewis. Slade's not with us, but we're going to ask someone to come pick up his award. Slade Lewis out of Area 5, the Greensboro area. Now going back to Area 7, Wayne Underwood. Wayne Underwood, someone from Thomasville, come up here and pick that up award for him. Thank you, Kim. And finishing up her year of service as Area 11 AG, Cindy Hewitt. Cindy Hewitt. Cindy, come on down here. Got you done? Give them all a hand again, please. And give our governor, Randy, a hand. I hope this shows and you see that this is not something that the governor does by himself. Look at what happens when clubs take the initiative. All yours.
Charles, thank you very much. So before we get into door prizes, we've just got a few announcements. First, a lost and found item, a shoe that doesn't fit me, but belongs to someone who maybe have lost it sometime today. We can connect, okay? So golfers, you have at 12:10 tee time, you have lunch credit at the Market Street coffee shop. Just charge your lunch to your room. You have $20 credit there. So other excursions, again, you're going to meet out at the atrium lobby, 7th floor, kind of behind these doors. It's right down there. The buses will be there. Lunch is squared away. You're good to go on that. Dinner tonight. We are starting promptly at 7:15. Please plan on being at your tables, 7, so that we can get that show on the road. Very tight schedule, lots to see and do. And speaking of dinner, you're going to need a few things with you. You're going to need your drink ticket. I don't know about you, but I could use several of these. You're going to need your dinner ticket. Mr. Hodgen back there is going to be asking you for your dinner ticket. And if you don't have your dinner ticket, you'll be thinking about that Market Street Grill upstairs. Finally, your tent card. You need this with you. It's got your meal choice on it, whether it's beef or fish or peanut butter and jelly. You've got it. You got to have that with you. You'll fold it on the table and you'll have it on the table where you sit. That's how the folks will know what to bring you. So with that, I don't think of any of the further announcements. I think we're just going to jump into giving some more stuff out.
So I'm the only thing between you and a spirit of Asheville. It's going to be a while. No, we have a ton. All right. So you know what the funny thing is? They'll stick around for this. They will. All right. From the Gate City Club, a goodie bag, and Kernersville goodie bag, and Guilford Club, a $50 Outback gift card. You got all those, everybody? Right there in front of you. First one. Yep, all 3 of those. Winner is Donna Sutton. Donna? There she is. Okay. Making sure you're here. All right, next one is a gift basket. This is a nice one from Surrey Sunrise Club, wine and accessories. Includes chocolate, I see. And the winner of that one is, here it comes. Da-da-da-da-da. Jeff Jordan. If anybody deserves a gift this weekend, it's this guy right here. Let me tell you what, I get to come up here and give them away. This guy has done all the work. All the work. Thank you, Jeff. I am so glad. Nice job, baby. You pulled it. Shrink. No. Then Joel will give it away. Okay, next gift bag. This is from the Rotary Club of Clemens. It's a beach basket. Does it include a beach towel? Looks like a little bit of everything for the beach. Okay, 100 sunscreen for most of us. Pat Haywood. Where's Pat? Pat in the room. Pat's back there. All right, congratulations. Next one from Gate City. This is chocolates and treats basket. That always works for me. And is it my name? Did you look? You didn't even look. Matthew Smith. Matthew. Congratulations, incoming president. All right. Next one is 3 items. This is a trifecta: Gate City goodie bag, Kernersville goodie bag, and a Mebane Club pottery. And the winner, Lee Brogdon. Lee, congratulations. Is that for real? Be careful what you pick. Do not pick my name. Please do not pick our name. This is a dental accessory basket. I promise you, whatever's in there, I have. This is from the Gate City Club. Thanks, Walt. Great job. I'm going to call your name, and you are going to win it. All right, thank you. Thank you. Katie Walker. Katie, she's back there in the very back. Congratulations. That's a great gift. From the Winston-Salem Club, a $100 Visa gift card. Now we're talking. Claudia? Claudia, there you go. Claudia Kennedy. Congratulations, Claudia. I'll just go over here and grab this one. Man, this is a basket. Holy cow. What is that? A zippered choose carefully. Moonshine and various goodies. Draw again. No, I'm just kidding. Looking for my name. Patty Visser. Patty Visser. Patty's in the very back. She has worked the registration desk all weekend. Patty, thank you. Room number, please, for tonight. Little moonshine action up there. Patty will not be at the banquet tonight. Patty, pace yourself. That's all I got to say. Pace yourself. It kicks. All right, last basket. Oh, no. No, not the last basket. Oh, that's Jeff's. That's it for now. That's it for now. I've got more tonight. I'll see you tonight. Yes. Okay, the House of Friendship area back there, go now. It will not be there tonight. They're going to break all that down, so please take time to do that now. Have a safe afternoon. Enjoy your time in Asheville.